Hello, it's Mike with TradeWinds RV Center here to congratulate you on your Columbus 329 DV fifth wheel. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration when you're parking this. On your campsite, you're going to need room for your slide and your awnings. Got two of them on this side. Your slide awning will go out even further. Over here on your off campsite, I want you to think about your slides, but I also want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. Your power cord is going to plug in all the way on the rear on your driver's side with your tow vehicle, and then your water connection is going to be up toward the front here in your docking station here. So park accordingly so you can utilize facilities at the campsite. Once we arrive and unhook our hitch, we're going to level our unit. Auto leveling system. You're going to come in here and touch this up and down button at the same time. That's going to turn it on. Then all we're going to do is simply touch, first make sure your vehicle is pulled completely out from underneath here. Everyone's clear of the unit. You're just going to touch auto level. Normally, one of the first things that's going to happen is the front is going to dip down. That's why you want to make sure everything's out of the way. But then it's going to run down your auto leveling here in front of your tires and here behind them. That's going to take a couple minutes to do. While they do their thing, I'm going to go ahead and walk you around and show you a couple other things. Once it is level, stable, we're going to go ahead and hook up our power and water. Your power connection is back here on the rear. This will go in at, say, about 11 o'clock like so. Turn it to the right and put this black washer in to lock that on there. Now, should you lose power, or excuse me, should you need to plug into a 30 amp at the campsites, there's a 50 to 30 amp reducer that comes with your convenience pack, as well as a 30 to 15 amp reducer in case you want to plug this into a 110. Auto leveling running down there. While that's still doing its thing, we'll come on up here. I'll show you what's going to happen is that flashing light. Once this is done leveling, that flashing light is going to turn solid green. You'll know that you're good to go. While it's still dancing around, I'm going to go ahead and bring you up here to your water system here. I'm going to hook this quick connect hose here. So here's your whole docking station for watering. At campsites, we're going to hook up to city water. You can turn these in accordance to the way it says city water here, so our white's going down real quickly. Green light's solid. Our auto leveling system is all down. The unit's level and stable. Alright, so city water connection. White down, green to the left, red up, blue to the left. That's how you want it for city water connection. Then grab your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Always use these because you don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites. Hook it up right here where it says city water. Hook up your hose. We're set to city water here. Don't turn that hose on yet. Let's find your hot water heater. Bam, right there. Now this door will come completely off, so be careful. Lift that up off there. Now all we're doing at this point, folks, is make sure our drain plug's in there. Got an anon rod here. Throw some plumber's tape around that. Not putty. Putty will gum up on you. Plumber's tape. Get your rod all the way in there. Get that nice and tight. I think it's 1 1/8. Once that's in there all the way, you can go ahead and turn that hose on. After that hose has been on for a few minutes, we're going to go inside and open up our slides. We'll do that here in a few. I just want to mention the reason to open up our slides is we're going to go inside, open up all of our water lines. Showers, sinks, anywhere there's water coming in, open them up, get all the air out of the lines, get a nice steady flow of water, shut them off, and you're all set to camp. Now let's say we're going to go dry camping with this thing. In that case, we got a two-step process. We're going to start with power tank fill. White down, green, red. All we're going to do really is just bring this blue down. And then in the same area, we're going to fill the tank. Go inside, watch your freshwater tank on your levels or your panel. I'll show you that when we go in. But go ahead and get that tank full. Don't leave this unattended while you're filling it. Just go inside and watch your tank. Once it's full, come outside, remove that hose. Then we're going to switch from power tank fill to dry camp. So we're going to turn these like so. We are now matching what it says for dry camp. Now whenever we want to utilize that water out of the freshwater tank, turn on your water pump. Usually indoors though. This is usually utilized when we got to winterize out here. So yeah, you'll go inside, you'll turn on your freshwater pump to utilize that water when dry camping. All right, we're all set to camp. We got power and water. Let me walk you around the rest of the unit, continuing here in our docking station. Satellite cable hookup. We've got a quick connect hose for a hot and cold shower or spray off. Spot to turn on your water pump out here. Again, city water. Power tank fill and dry camp. That's how you set it up to winterize. That's how you set it up to sanitize. Sanitize just sucking soapy water into the unit to wash the tank out. Down here's your tank flush. We'll talk about that when we dump our black and gray tanks. Again, city water. Water filter, black and gray tanks. This is a reel to wrap up your power cord with. Again, your auto leveling system. More info on that. Your inverter. If you're out dry camping, you need some power. There's your inverter. This is a little area that you can run them water lines down through and be able to keep your area here closed. Again, our hot water heater. If this doesn't seem to be working, come out here and look to see if either one of these resets are bubbled up. If they are, simply press them back in. Pressure release valve. Exhaust for your furnace. A few things on that. One, steer clear of it when it's running. It gets hot. Two, make sure nothing's ever in front of it. And they do sell bug guards for those as well. There's where we'll dump our tanks at. Our leveling system. Ice maker valve, there's access panel to that. Usually just texting to get in there. Low point drains when this slide is closed. Another low point drain when the slide is closed. You can see those a little easier. Dumping those when leaving the campsite. There's your spare tire. Again, our power. On the rear, you got a ladder, utilize it. Go up there a few times a year. Check the seams of your roof and caulk as needed with recommended RV roofing caulk. You're prepped for a backup camera. Device you can purchase access on the dash of your tow vehicle. Another piece attaches here and gives you a backup camera for the unit. Accessory hitch and all the weight limits for that. Coming around to our campsite, our awnings. With this opened all the way up, tight for room here, but with this all the way up, you can pull on this and it'll tilt it. The pitch control. These awnings are mainly for shade. Heavy rains and high winds, highly recommended to bring them in. Continue down our campsite. There's the LP quick connect in case you want to hook up a hose out here. Or, I mean a griddle, excuse me. Going down our campsite, we got a couple of 110s here. Again, our pass-through storage. Over here we can utilize and open up our slides from out here. Battery hookup must be hooked up in order for your slides to work. This is where it's pre-wired for solar, so keep that template on there. Cable them 110 in case you want to hook up a TV out here. Your vacuum system. Pull on this button here, that'll give you the access to your vacuum bag. Here's all of your cleaning supplies. Push this over, hook up there, and turn it on. It's that simple. This is a battery disconnect. This will disconnect all the battery power to the unit. Our propane over here, lefty loosey to open on those. Around the corner here, we're going to have our hydraulics. Oh, there's our fluid. Hydraulic fluid is over here. And your batteries. Check your battery posts every now and then. Make sure nothing's wiggled loose over time. It's a big storage area here. These are a vent for them batteries. We've got a docking light here. Another vent. These are your light in here as well as the one on the front. You're prepped for solar here. That'll trickle charge your batteries if you plug in a solar panel right there. There is the front light I was talking about. Well, it covers everything out here. We'll take a look on the inside. Alright, coming up inside the unit. First thing I always like to point out is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone who's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located by the entry doorway. As we come in the entry doorway, at this panel here, let's open that up to our control panel. There's your login for your Lippert One control that you can download on your phone. Push this button down the bottom. That is going to bring up my control panel. So starting up here, you see you can scroll all this. Starting with lighting. The lighting has 2 pages. Awning light, I'll do it on hall light. You can see these shut off here. You literally just touch them. Or say, go into the kitchen chandelier. Hit the arrow and that'll take you to on or off. Going back to our lighting, there are 2 pages of lighting, so make sure you hit next to get your second page of lighting. HVAC control, which is going to be our heating. Heat, cool. Let's do our cool. Let's crank up the AC. Get it all the way down. Crank it up on high. There it goes. AC system you hear it running. Oh, that's the bedroom. So now we're going to shut that one off and go to main. Thought I was already on main. Go to main. Go to cool only. Go to high. And that'll crank it up in here. Now you'll notice when I shut these off, it takes a minute or 2 for the fans to cycle through. Same thing on the heat. So everything is right here. Just choose your area, main or bedroom, and then choose what you want to do. Next is our monitor panel. That's where you can turn on your water heater if hooked to electric, your water heater if hooked to gas. It does make a difference, so choose correctly. Here's where you turn on your tank heater. What that is, it's just a 12-volt tank that's on your pads to keep it from freezing in inclement weather. Turn that on if you think they might freeze. And here's where you turn on that water pump to get to your fresh water tank. Awning. On your awnings, you only want to run them out until you can see that bar and you can see the bar and that flap has fallen down. Now if I were to extend out, that would run itself out and start to run itself up backwards onto itself. So keep an eye on it when you're running it out. Only run it out as far as you need to. Your awning lights are on the bars. You have this main awning as well as an awning on your slide. We'll run these back in for you. As you see, this will fold up underneath the protectant here. And that keeps them from fading. Really nice system. Now I'm doing is hit and retract on these. And that's what this other one here. I will tell you on these panels, when you're kind of looking outside and not paying attention, you got to watch your fingers and make sure you stay on the buttons. As that comes in, I'll tell you that these slam locks work best when gently slammed. Alright, next, auto leveling. You can do that from in here as well, level up system. Or you can go go right to the next one. We're scrolling. Next is our slide controls. We'll utilize these when we'll bring everything back in, closing the unit up. Now I want you to know that you can, over to the left here, turn these on. That should be the off. Put that on auto and off. Main. If those don't want to shut off, make sure you put them on auto. Because if they're on high, they're just going to run like a fan. So I've got them off. I can show you all on or all off lights here. And here you can just walk in and see the levels of your tanks. Black, fresh, and gray tanks. Alright, about covers everything on that panel. Down here is for your fan over here. And this is your max air control. Press on that. That will open up and turn on your max air vent. Or shut it off. Down below that is going to be your breaker box and fuses. A ton of 15s. I recommend having some of those with you when you go camping. Underneath here is going to be our vacuum system. All we do is lift up. And now here's where you change the filter for in here. A couple of 110s. Your system also comes with a TST system. It's a tire pressure monitoring system. I'll send you a video specifically from TST on this. We have a bag full of goodies, which is your manuals. Go through them and read them. Coming into the kitchen, all your controls are up here. There's a separate manual for this residential fridge. And we have this little handy dandy that will keep your fridge closed for you during travel. So get that in there, turn it to the right, and that's going to lock all of your drawers for you. Get it in nice and tight, and that's going to keep your doors from opening up on you as you're going down the road. Scoops in, that's nice and snug. There you go. Coming into our kitchen here, the keys, access panel. You mostly PEX nowadays, but just keep an eye on your stuff and make sure nothing's wiggled loose going down the road. Self-spray and storing microwave. Let's find a power level, show you this working. Off, also has a fan, high, low, off, and light for over your cooktop here. Couple of pop-up power ports. It says push me, push it, pull it up, 110s and charging ports. You got a panel light here. Turn this to high. Your gas is on. Just push this in, and these will come on. Same thing on your oven. Turn this to light. Light your pilot light by spark. More lighting for your kitchen area. Here's your subwoofer power. Brings me to your JBL sound system. There's a remote for that. But I will just come up here and show you AM, FM, HDMI, ARC, Bluetooth compatible. And see if we can get any stations come in this building here. Maybe 1 or 2.5. Let's see what happens. Do a quick scan. Really nice JBL sound system. Well, that's trying to find me a channel. Show you Connex TV has storage behind it. Lift up on this and swing your TV out. Make sure this green light is on. That is your antenna. That'll help you to pick up more channels. It's for your TV and your radio. Getting close to 1 or 2.5. Let's see if that'll come in, if anything. There we go. So a really nice sound system. Indoors, living room, or outdoors, or all three. Alright, shut that off. TV. Yes, Connex TV here. When you get to the campsite, go to your inputs. Go to your menu, run a digital channel scan so that you can pick up all the local channels where you're at. Down below that's the fireplace. Not just for looks anymore. I can go through and show you all the pretty colors, but it's really about the heat now. If it's chilly in here in the morning or evening, crank this up to high. This is the timer over here, but crank this up to high. Low and high, and I already feel the heat coming off from it. So this will get it toasty in here in no time and save your gas. Shut that off. Show you quickly how your sofa turns into a bed. What I love about this one is it does give you a choice to go single. Just remove your Velcro cushion. Lift up on the front. Pull your leg out. You can go single bunk or do the same thing over here and have a double bed. Most importantly, when putting this away, lift your back up first, otherwise you could damage this. As you lift this in, fold your leg under, so jackknife that down. Just that quickly you go back to a sofa. Nice accent lighting there. Our recliners are also power. As that goes up, show you a cup holder with charging ports on the end. Nice power recliners. As I bring this in, I look over at the island and I see a 110 on the end, as well as your carbon monoxide propane detector. Seating for our dining. Lighting for that here. Lighting for up here. See all of this lit up. Coming up our steps. We'll turn left into our bathroom. Real quick in our bathroom. 110 with GFCI reset. Twin sinks. Plumbing to maintain. A shower that you want latched. Got these glass doors. You want this shower door snapped just like that for travel. We do have another max air vent in here. So we crank this open, turn it on here. Back into our bedroom. Not much to talk about in here, other than you are washer and dryer prepped. Some doors that you definitely want secure for travel. These nice glass mirrors on here. Make sure you have these all snapped in there. There we go. Same on both ends. You have your other Connex TV in here. And some storage underneath here. There are your extra dinette chairs. That about covers everything on the inside. Just act like you're getting ready to leave the campsite and close the unit up. So the first thing I like to do is come to my control panel and go to all lights off. Now I know any lighting that's on is just accent lighting that I need to walk through and shut off myself. Once I've walked through the entire unit and made it dark, find my way back to the control panel and hit all lights on. Now I know that I can shut off all the lights from the control panel on my way out of the unit. Alright, so I like to say doors and drawers. Walk through your unit, make sure all doors and drawers are closed. Nothing's going to impede these slides from coming in. Bring this down, secure your chairs. These drawers especially, want these closed. Sofa's back in its restored area. Everything is closed up so we can bring in these slides safely. So up top here, I'm going to go to slides. I'm going to start with bedroom slide. I'm going to touch in. Watch that slide come in. Again, in there, we made sure our doors are closed. That is the slide mechanism telling you that it's in all the way. People think, what is that grinding noise when my slide comes in? Well, it's nothing grinding. It's the slide saying, I'm all the way in, let go. See the importance of having that door closed? That would snatch that slide right off there, or that handle. And our last slide here is door side. So you keep your finger on there. It tells you door slide is moving in. Before it gets too far in, I'm going to put away these. Continue this in now. Again, it's all about getting your finger on there just right. Alright, now I can go to off on my lights and exit the unit. My light here is that motion sensor light. Now on these steps, biggest thing is bringing them up or down. You need this exterior door all the way open, otherwise these are going to catch on it when it comes down. Feet are also adjustable. Simply press up on this and then you can move that leg wherever you want. It's great for uneven ground. Before we leave the dump station, I say that because you're going to go inside and check your tanks as you're dumping. Make sure you lock, deadbolt this door, lift and turn that handle. That's how you want that for travel. Alright, if we are out dry camping, we're going to come all the way to our off camp side. It says freshwater connection, should say freshwater drain. We're going to get up underneath there, drain that as well as that one, and bring up our auto leveling system. We're coming back to our control panel here, turn it back on, and we're going to hit retract all, making sure everyone and everything is clear of the unit. That's going to bring up our stabilizing jacks. Again, you see, front dipping first, so keep our vehicle up out of the way. We'll bring back up the front, hook up our hitch, and head on home or to the nearest dump station, whatever we're in need of. If we're at a campsite, we're going to hook our power, our water, our cable, bring up our stabilizing jacks, and as the case with this down right now, we'll simply touch the front here, and that's going to bring your front up to where you want to hook up your hitch, and then head on up to the dump station. I'm going to bring this up level real quick. Once you head on up to the dump station, park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities. Your dump's going to be right in front of your tires on your off camp side. Got 10-foot sewage hose, comes with your convenience pack. Hook that up, come up here, and pull your black tank. That should be your middle one, the 3 here. Once that sounds like it's no longer draining, go inside, check the level of your black tank. If it shows empty or close to it, come back out here, leave this black handle open, grab the hose at the dump station, and hook up over here to this black part here. That is your tank flush. Again, emphasizing leaving this black tank open. Turn on that flush, let that run for a good 5 minutes, and that's going to wash all that nastiness out of your black tank. When that's done, remove that hose, make sure all that washout water you put in there has drained, close your black tank, and pull your gray tank. That's going to be cleaner water, your sinks, your showers. That's going to clean your sewage hose out pretty good for you. Alright, when that gray is done, we're going to come up here. If we're done camping for the season, we don't want to leave stagnant water in our hot water heater. Come over here, lift up on this pressure release valve. Now be careful, it's going to be hot water. When it's done, push that down, otherwise your door won't go back on. And then you can pull your drain plug for your residual water. Next we'll go to our galley tank. When that's done, close that and pull your galley tank. There's more clean water. When that is done, go ahead and remove that hose. Take your sewage hose and conveniently, more important, sanitarily, store it right back here in your bumper and head on home. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Columbus for many years to come. Happy camping.